All right, so we got another Kendra G video. And this one says, this got awkward. Mama 4 thinks men shouldn't judge her for her past decisions. So let's go ahead and see what they're talking about.
Hello? Girl, you put on your makeup. You.
Now, I've watched the Kendra G show, and she do announce to show your background, to show all, everything. So is this a skit? Like, are you trying to act like, you didn't know that you was about to come on? I don't know, but let's continue. I'm not gonna stop at that much. I always say that, but we ain't gonna stop at that much.
You get beautiful
Oh
girl.
my goodness. Okay, that was. I see why people be off track. I get it now. Oh,
What's
yeah, I'm taking myself on a date, and I was watching it. I'm new to watching your show, and I've kind of been hooked for a week. Whenever you started YouTube, that's how long I've been watching.
well, I appreciate you being hooked. Someone says I'm blurry. I'm blurry. Let me see if I
You
can.
were a little blurry. I didn't know if that was my phone. I got stuck the
They're saying
internet.
I'm blurry. Well, I'm hoping it has to be the Wi-Fi.
Okay, well,
Hopefully,
I'm done. I'm done.
hopefully that gets fixed in a second or two. It shouldn't be blurry, but
I like
I'm
her
not sure.
hair.
I
I
just
like the
plugged
way
my
that she
computer in.
looks.
Um,
Her makeup
hmm,
is looks nice.
what's going on with that? Oh, my computer ain't even plugged into the damn computer. What the hell? Child, listen, I got a ghetto moment happening right now.
It's
All
okay.
this time, I thought my computer was charging.
You know what else? I don't know if somebody ever told you. When you get on YouTube, I can hear you praying.
You hear me praying?
Uh
Oh,
huh.
really?
Yeah.
So before I put go live, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you can hear and Steve. So I don't know. Be careful with that one. You might get caught. You know what I'm saying? You
Okay,
never
well,
know.
shit. I got to make sure I don't say nothing too crazy because I
Right.
think that's my alone time. But I'm
Right.
happy you told me. Nobody ain't ever told me that before.
Well, I got your back, Kendra, because when you was like, bitch, I was over here cracking up. I'm like, oh my God.
Let me stop
Okay, so I'm
swearing.
going to put my stuff up because I got a reservation at 10:30.
Wait, so I want to jump off. You said you got a reservation with yourself?
Yeah, I'm taking myself. Well, I do have a business where that's why I got interested in your show because I have a small business where I help people plan their date nights, proposals, and small intimate weddings. So when I seen this, it really got my attention because that's kind of sort of what I do on the person side, not like virtually, obviously.
Wait, I'm confused. Well, my show is about finding love. Are you looking
Yeah,
for a
no, no.
man?
So I get the people who are already in love, and I
Okay,
set
but
up
what?
their.
But I'm trying to figure out. Are you looking for love?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, let's get into your business.
yeah.
What's your
Okay.
name, baby?
I'm Charisma.
What is it?
Charisma.
Charisma?
Yes.
Charisma, where you calling us from?
Detroit, Michigan.
Your hair is laid, honey.
I just colored it and got it done, so I'm taking myself out. Thank you.
You taking yourself out on a date tonight?
You gotta date yourself.
Okay, I
You
feel
gotta
that.
date yourself.
Where are you going?
I'm in Detroit, so they have like this little place downtown called Shelby, and it's like
Okay.
inside of a old bank.
Okay. She's taking herself out on a date. Charisma, Detroit. How old are you?
I am 31.
31. You have any kids?
I do have kids.
No kids. You said you
No,
do have
no,
kids?
I said I do have kids.
How many kids?
I have four boys.
Four boys. How old are your boys?
I have an 8-year old, two 5-year olds, and a 1-year old.
How do you have two 5-year-olds or twins?
Yes.
Okay, and a 1-year-old. Same dad?
No.
How many dads?
I have three, Kendra.
Three dads. So why you not with the 1-year-old dad?
The truth or a lie? Which one?
The truth.
The
It
truth.
was
We
a
don't
one
got
night
time for
stand.
this.
A one night stand and you got pregnant.
I did.
Do y'all co-parent well?
No.
Well, I guess you can't be mad at him because you
No,
didn't know
I'm not mad.
him.
Nope,
Right.
not mad at all. He made a decision that he didn't want to be involved, and I made a decision that I wanted to keep my child.
Ooh, child. Well, you can still keep him liable for child support.
You can, but I mean, here's the thing about that. As a woman, that's the first thing they expect us to do,
The
or
child support's not about you though, it's about the child.
is not.
Yeah, that's the first thing they expect you to do because that's what it's there for. If y'all not co-parenting well, if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, but honestly, I say that and I personally wouldn't go through all the trouble I don't feel like doing all that if everything is straight, you know. But you should hold people accountable. But let's see what she has to say.
Not, but then that's a whole different kind of conversation. So if a man say he doesn't want a baby, a lot of men feel like if they don't want a baby, they don't feel like they should be financially responsible or involved, right?
I don't care what you feel like. The
Me
baby's
either.
here.
Real quick, let me know what y'all think. If you got to this point, please answer this question. Do you feel like if a woman and a man get together and the woman gets pregnant and the man decides that he does not want to have the baby, but the woman decides that she wants to keep the baby. Obviously, you can't force the woman to, you know, have an abortion, get rid of the child, do adoption or anything like that. Do you feel like he's still financially responsible for that child? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, me either.
I
But I
mean,
mean,
both of you guys set yourself up for that predicament, right? So, how old was he? I'm assuming he wasn't underage. He knows what happens when you have sex without condoms. And I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying he has to be in a child's life. I think he should man up to his responsibilities. But child support is about giving your child a better opportunity. Two
yeah,
incomes are always better than one, right? So
right.
I wouldn't look at it like from your perspective. Look at it from the child's perspective. At the end of the day, he helped you raise the child. Granted, he didn't want to be a father, but he helped you create the baby, and so that it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not about perspective to me because at the end of the day, I'm taking care of my child.
Okay.
So
Well, let's keep going. Why are you not with
yeah,
the twins, father?
um, see that's the part of your show that I always be concerned about, and I get nervous because of myself too. Because stuff happens with people, and it could be going great, and then when a child come along, people can change based on how they feel or how they are with
Girl,
responsibility
answer
to
the
that new phase of life.
question.
So it just didn't work out.
So there's a deal. As a woman, I know how to ask guys question because I'm a woman. So a lot of times the things that I want to know, I can speak from a woman's perspective. When I try to talk to the women, because I'm assuming you're here for a man, right?
Right.
I like to ask the questions I think are important to guys.
I get you.
So men would like to know, like, okay, if I'm gonna deal with this woman and she has three children's dads, what was that circumstance? So I can see before I add myself to her. So
Got
that's why I'm asking about that. And you do have two kids, well, three kids
three.
under the age of 5. Your oldest is 8.
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep going. You told me what do you do again?
I'm an event planner basically. So I
Event planner.
plan day nights, proposals, and small intimate weddings.
Okay, event planner. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
April the 18th.
That's a what zodiac sign is that?
It's an Aries.
An Aries. All
Hmm.
right, this is Charisma Detroit. She's an Aries, an event planner, 31. She has 4 boys actually,
I
eight
do.
2-year-old twins, 5-year-old twins, and a 1-year-old. What kind of man you looking for?
So far, I haven't been picky, so maybe that's my issue.
You
I
said you have not been picky.
I haven't. I haven't been
Okay, so
picky
now
at
you
all.
want to be picky. So tell me what you desire
Picky as
now.
far as obviously I don't mind dating someone.
That's the thing right there. That's the thing. And Kendra said it without saying it. You're not picky. You've already had all these kids with someone, but then when it's actually time to find somebody, you have all these requirements. You have, but you don't consider the baggage that you're coming with, you know? Unfortunately, kids are just not for everybody. So you have to understand that and kind of get what you get with the situation that you have. It's I don't like to say it, but hey, that's what we here for, to say it. But you get what you get with what you got, okay? So let's see how picky she is. But Kendra hit it on the nail. She said, "You're not picky, but now you're picky." So what's up?
Who has kids,
Okay.
and I would prefer someone who is a full time parent, not like a weekend parent or something like that.
So you want somebody that already has kids that's a full-time parent?
Yes,
Okay. So you want somebody, so does that mean the kids live with them already?
it could be either or.
Okay. Okay, what else?
I'm not really picky. I'm okay with people being from different backgrounds and accepting them for who they are, respectable people. Obviously, if I have sons, someone that could be a possible decent male role model or male figure. But other
Okay.
than that,
Are you picky when it comes to ethnicity? Does he have to be a certain race?
no, I haven't dated outside of my race, but I'm not picky with that either.
Okay, so he doesn't have to be. So he doesn't have to be black.
No,
Do you have any strong deal breakers?
lying, uh, people that don't take care of their children.
Okay.
Um, I'm not a big smoker or drinker, so I'm not truly against it, but I would prefer not to. What else? If you've been a murderer or serious felonies, like that kind of stuff, obviously. But other than that, no, I'm very open minded. We put limitations on the type of people that we involved ourselves with. Sometimes I would get it for like if you don't want to be involved in criminal activity or something like that, but I feel like we should give different people a chance.
Okay. So no criminal activities under the right circumstance.
No criminal activities at
Oh,
all.
I thought you said we should give them a certain chance. I got confused.
No, no. I'm just saying we should allow different type of people. So if I just say, hey, I only want a tall guy, I only want this, da 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 da. What if the person that I'm supposed to be with is actually short or big or whatever, and they might be good for me, but I overlook them because of my preferences.
Got you. I feel you on that. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No, but at least be able to take care of himself.
Okay. Do you have a babysitter all the time? You said you go out on a date tonight on a Thursday night. You got a babysitter on deck?
I'm taking myself on a date, Kendra.
I know, but who's gonna
Oh
watch the
yeah,
kids?
yeah, my kids. Yeah, I have a nanny.
You have a nanny.
I do.
Okay, well, she got a nanny. So that means you have someone that will allow you to date.
Yep.
Okay, she got a nanny. Does the guy gotta be in Detroit?
No, not at all.
Does it have to be in Detroit? Okay. Could he have you said he could have kids himself, right?
Yes.
So when was your last relationship?
I've never seriously been in a relationship, like a committed one. I've had the situationships and
Now, I do like her. She seems like a sweet woman. And I don't know where things got awkward because as of right now, it seems like everything's going good. She said what she had to say about her previous relationships, but it's really sad that now you have 4 kids and you have not had the chance to really experience in a relationship. And not judging her because things happen and you can't change anything at this point, but it's just sad that a lot of women don't get a chance to really experience love or just someone really just being a real partner to them other than just sex.
yes, I do have children, but it wasn't because they were like committed relationships.
So all the guys that you have kids by, you was I know the last one you said you wasn't it was a one night stand. What about the 5-year-old dad?
I didn't require a relationship. I just wasn't interested in it myself. I didn't know if I that's what I really wanted.
And that is that true for the 5-year-old's father too?
I tried. I tried with him. But he was like a mom's boy, like a mama boy or
Okay.
whatever. And
So
I'm
what
like,
so the 8-year-old father, you didn't require a relationship with him either?
no, we tried. We tried. It just we weren't compatible.
So what does try mean? Because
We dated, and we tried to do the relationship thing, but it just I wasn't interested.
so are you interested now?
Yes, I am interested in trying a relationship, trying.
That sucks. That sucks because now you're 31. I'm 31, but the only difference is, and it sucks to say this, but a lot of men don't want to deal with you with a whole bunch of kids. Not saying all men don't, because you could find a good man maybe that would want to deal with, you know, somebody who has a lot of kids, but I hope that she, was able to find someone from this, but I just wasn't interested.
To have a committed relationship because I just wasn't interested in it before.
You know what? I understand that to a certain degree, right? Your first child, I get it. But I'm wondering why, after you had a baby the first time, why the next two men you had children with, it wasn't, at least for you, a requirement for a relationship.
Good question.
Could you say that again? Was the child a requirement
You
for the
heard
So what
her.
I'm
relationship?
saying is, listen,
You
we
heard
all
her.
we all do life, right? And nobody's perfect, so it's not necessarily a judgment cast. But I'm curious because you're saying you have four children and you're being honest that you didn't require a relationship with any of the children's dads. You have three different dads. So my question is, after you had a baby by your first child's father, the child now is 8, why didn't you get in mode of, before I have another child, I need to at least be in a relationship? Why wasn't it a requirement with any of the children's fathers, but now you want to make it a requirement for a relationship?
No, it's not. That's I'm not making it a requirement now, like saying that, oh no, it gotta be this way, because obviously if I've done it in the past, but you have experiences and you learn from your experiences. When I was dating, whether or not it got serious or not, during that time I had a child, I chose to be more responsible in my decisions of having the child or whatever. Because most people be like, oh, have an abortion or whatever like that. But at the time, my choice, my personal choice, or whether or not me and the father agreed, we decided to have a child. And then after that, yeah, of course, you may not want to make the same mistake again, but sometimes you can't control every single aspect of life. And then once you go through life, if it happens again, per se, like I had another child, no, I wasn't planning on being in a situation again where we weren't a family and we weren't committed to each other, but
Well,
it
let
just
me
happened.
ask you
Right.
this: were you guys using protection? Was it an accident, like you got pregnant, or was you
You
not on
know
birth
they
With
wasn't
control?
my
using
with
that
my
protection.
twins, yeah, I used the condom, took a Plan B, all that stuff. I mean, some stuff just supposed to happen at that point. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, this, I can never try to date again because I had kids. And sometimes that's how dating is. When they look at you because you have children, it's like, okay, well, you got kids and this that. Or people feel like your decisions on why you had your children versus someone who decide why they don't want to have a child. It just depends based on the person's circumstances at the time.
No, I get that. So let me ask you this: you said you couldn't control. Moving forward, will you require a commitment before sex?
Yes.
So
Not
that,
like not like personal commitment, like I'm dating more with purpose, basically.
well, no, I don't think it's a bad requirement for a woman to say, if I'm sleeping with you, I'm your girlfriend.
Yo,
Or
no,
if,
that's not bad at all, but I mean I'm an adult, so I got needs and wants and stuff too, so I'm not I
so
gotta
now,
be with
I'm asking. Okay, well, let's jump into this question fast. When was your last relationship? Was it because you didn't? Oh, so you never was in a
right, I was
relationship,
saying I never been in a serious
right?
one.
Okay, so when was the last time you was intimate with a person?
It's been about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah,
So okay, so it's fair to say that you're still willing to have sex without a commitment.
that's fair to say.
I think if you want to be in a
And at least she's taking it. She's taking her accountability and she's like, okay, yeah. It doesn't look like it's a comfortable conversation, but it is what it is. And she's being honest about it and that's all she could really do, you know? But these questions that Kendra are asking can really make somebody sit back and look at what they're doing. Look at what you're doing, and look at the situation that you're in. And look at how maybe in the future, I mean, she even mentioned like, I'm not saying it's a requirement now. Why? Like you know, at this point I get it. Like if you just want to have somebody, then don't make it a requirement. But this is kind of how we got here. This is kind of how we got here in the first place.
relationship, that should be your new rule. Because now, and this should be a rule for any woman, because what happens is this, and it's only if you have a requirement of a relationship. There are some women who are just getting it in. They don't want a
Hmm.
relationship. They want to have fun. That's what they are. More kudos to you. But you'll see your there's tons of men that will have sex with you,
Right.
but there's not tons of men always that are willing to commit in a relationship with you. And if having a relationship is important, maybe just try it out and say, if I can't be your girlfriend, I can't have sex with you.
But do
And
you
then,
think? But do you think that's what it is? Do you think
absolutely, absolutely, you're
one
out here.
hundred percent? You think that okay? Of course, when you're dating someone, you have
You
uh,
wouldn't have the kids you have right now if that was your requirement.
not necessarily true, because
Okay,
it
well, the first,
doesn't.
Well, the first
I'm
guy.
personally saying that I was not in a relationship or interested in a relationship at that time. I was young, having fun, whatever. My goal wasn't, hey, I'm ready to do this at that moment. That's just wasn't my personal interest. But during that time of maturity, okay, hey, yes, regardless if I had children or not.
This is the problem too. We have to teach the youth that it's not about just being out there having fun, wasting all your time and have fun, but try not to get pregnant, try not to have no kids, just get a toy. I don't know.
I just wasn't mature enough for a relationship. Now that I've had the experience, it's like, okay, hey, yes, I'm
You're not mature enough for a relationship, but you are mature enough for a baby? It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. But I do like her. I do like her, and I hope that she finds what she's looking for, honestly. But having those standards is a thing. Having those standards is a thing.
considering this. These are the things that I'm interested in now. It doesn't matter if I was interested in being sexually active or not. It
It
doesn't matter
matters.
if that what it was. It's just that wasn't my interest at the time.
Well, the reason why it should matter is because now you're single looking for another guy to enter your life, and he got to accept you with four boys. And he
Hmm.
also has to be like, okay, you had four boys, you have four boys. I'm quite sure they're beautiful boys and they're blessings. But because you didn't require commitment from any of your three baby daddies, you're looking for a new guy to sign up and join life with you.
No, see that, and that's the way I think. That's the way guys think. I'm starting to think
Well,
that's
don't
what
you
they
want to
think.
hear what guys think? You looking for a guy or a woman?
No, but when you say it that way, it does sound very negative.
Well, that's the way guy. But you just said that's the
Yeah,
way guys
it
think.
is. That is exactly the way they
And the
perceive it.
reason, let me tell you this, the reason why guys think this way, and I dig deeper with it, any real man is gonna be a provider.
Right.
So his mindset is, am I willing to provide for you and
And
then
the
the
children.
children that comes with it? And that's the kind of man you would want to
Right.
acquire. So
Right.
any real man is thinking about that. That's why sometimes some men say, I don't want women with children or multiple men. And then also he has to say, I don't know the situation with your three baby daddies. Are they cool? Are they going to give me drama? Am I going to be arguing with three different men? So, whether you want to accept it or not, you do got to understand the guy's perspective when he comes into your world.
I do. I do, and I totally understand what you're saying.
Right. And that's so, I mean, listen, life is here. I'm quite sure, like I said, you have four beautiful boys and we can move forward. I'm not even saying there's not a man that won't sign up for that.
Right.
But you do got to acknowledge why there would be caution for certain men who would not be willing to sign up for that.
Totally understandable, and people have their own preferences.
Gotcha. But so moving forward, I guess the question that kind of got us here, you don't think it's important to make it a requirement to be in a relationship before sex?
No, I didn't say that. I
Okay.
said that I know from me myself and my experiences that that's what I'm looking for now.
Okay. Since the last 3 months, because 3 months ago you were still on that.
Kendra.
I'm just trying to understand.
But what I'm saying, because it's like it's nothing wrong with being an adult and being sexually active and protecting yourself and enjoying yourself or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having children. There's nothing wrong with dating when you have children. There's nothing wrong with whatever.
It's something wrong with having a whole. Unfortunately, we normalize it, but it's something wrong with having a whole bunch of kids and no one's really giving you that commitment, or raising these kids and now they have to be in a one parent household, because the guy didn't want to be with you. So it is a problem. Like it's very common that it happens nowadays, but it is something that we shouldn't just act like it's okay. Like nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect, but at the same time, it's like you have to take accountability for your actions and say, do I want better for myself? And she's still like, I'm just trying to have a little fun. Like, you want to have some fun, then maybe you could look into some birth control. Not saying that having kids are a problem, because like Kendra said, kids are blessings, but it is stopping you from really getting that man that you might want, unfortunately. But I do like her. I keep saying that, but I do like her. I like the way, she's presenting herself. I like the way she's speaking. I like the way, she's not really, cutting Kendra off, getting ghetto with her, nothing like that. Like she's really conducting herself you know, in a manner to where it makes you want to hear what she has to say. And she has her beliefs, and she believes what she believes, and Kendra has her thoughts, which she talks to people all the time. She's doing this dating thing. She's obviously dipped her toe into asking more questions when it comes to like just making these women think about their situation, which I really love. So shout out to her. Let's go ahead and finish this up.
But at the end of the day, it's just what you are on at that time. At this time, I said, hey, I'm looking for something more serious and I want to behave in a certain manner. And that's what it is. Because I can be like, okay, the first thing men say, like I've seen on this show since I've been watching this week, if a woman has children and she'd be like, okay, well, I want to abstain until I get married. They're like, well, why you want to abstain with me when you already have children? But what's wrong with change or, just trying out
Because
something
what he's
different?
saying, because what that guy's perspective is, so basically, you want to give me requirements that you didn't
Right.
give the last guy that and not even, and in your case, not the last guy, the last three guys that
Kendra.
you, well, which we speaking factual, right?
Kendra.
So no, you trying to because I think what's happening is you're not understanding the guy's perspective of why
I
that would be
understand it.
crazy.
I understand. I'm very open minded. I understand people's perspective. I can talk about it. It's not a
Well,
problem
let me ask you this: why do you want a committed relationship now?
because I haven't experienced it. So I'm interested in having the experience. I want to be in love. I want to be married. I want to try it. But like I said, you have to develop that, even the idea of wanting it. You can't just jump into it. You
So
have
why
to
do you
take
want
time.
that idea now?
Why do I want it now?
Yeah.
I'm older and I'm mature enough.
Okay. Or now do you see how maybe important it is to have a partner when it
Can you
comes
hear
to?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think
Somebody was
I'm
calling. I
blurry, and
can't
I
hear
don't know
you. Can
why
you
I'm
hear me?
blurry. I Yeah, everyone's telling me I'm blurry. I don't understand why I'm blurry. But
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can y'all hear me in the comments? Are
I
y'all
can't
able
hear
to
you.
hear me in the comments? Let me know.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened with this one, but that I feel for her. She's like, I'm ready to experience it. With her, in that industry of setting up surprise weddings or events and proposals and things like that, I'm sure she sees love every single time she works with one of her clients. So I can understand how that, seeing that she has that example of what love could be. So that could give her the idea um, to feel like she wants it now. I really like the way she came on the show. I like the questions that Kendra was asking. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. And I'll see you next time.